now. Now he gets it done. They don't need him.
So last year, the Dallas Cowboys went 9-7, missing Zeke for 6 games, but had Zeke's suspension hanging over the team and distracting the team from the first day of training camp forward. Am I right about that? And last year, very quietly, Dak Prescott led all of the NFL in game-winning drives in the fourth quarter and overtime. The whole league, he led it last year. This year, he was second in game-winning drives to Drew Brees. Is there any shame in that? No, that's pretty good. Would you believe that in Dak's first 3 seasons in the National Football League, he leads all quarterbacks in game-winning drives? Does he get credit for that?
Yes.
No. I mean, nobody ever brings it up because he can't throw. He's inaccurate. He holds the ball too long. He does this, he does that. He gets picked to pieces, but nobody steps back and sees the bigger picture because the good far outweighs the bad. He is the leader of this football team, and he is the fourth quarter clutch playmaker for this football team. Not Ezekiel Elliott. This guy
Well, of course, Skip, look, it's hard for a running back when he doesn't touch the ball. The quarterback has to hand him or throw him the ball. So normally the quarterback, there's never saying that Terrell Davis doesn't have 25 game-winning drives. That goes to the quarterback. So, Skip, you know everything is catered and weighted towards the quarterback and whether or not he plays well. So he's going to get criticized because he gets all the credit like you're heaping on now. You're not mentioning his offensive line. You're not mentioning guys making plays for him. All you're mentioning is him. So he should get the lion's share of the blame when things go bad.
Okay, so without 3/5 of his offensive line and without Ezekiel Elliott yesterday against the starting Giants defense at the Giants.
Correct.
He throws for almost 400 yards and 4 touchdowns without an interception. So he threw for 148 of those yards in the fourth quarter, including the throw of the day in the National Football League. That was something. I'm with you. Again, he bolts the pocket left. He's throwing crossbody against his body, and he throws a strike to little measly Beasley, who he got his knee down. It was a big-time catch.
But Olivier Vernon had him dead to right. He blew by the left tackle, and Dak had enough presence to wheel out. Almost Tony Romo-esque.
It was.
And then he threw a strike.
Please don't put Tony Romo in the same sentence with Dak Prescott because he doesn't deserve to be there.
Stop it, Skip.
He does not deserve to be there. So, with only 51 yards rushing yesterday from a collection of backs, Dak did that. And I'm going to remind you that in the fourth quarter and overtime against the Eagles, which was a turning point game at Jerry World that they just had to win, he threw for 243 in the fourth quarter and overtime with 3 touchdowns and no interceptions, but he can't throw. He is inaccurate.
Skip, that's not what they said. They didn't say he couldn't throw. They said his accuracy, which holds him back from being as good or as good as he can be.
Okay. So, I got another stat for you. Process this one for me, Mr. Hall of Famer.
I sure can.
Through Dak Prescott's first 3 seasons, he has completed 61.1% of his passes. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? That is the all-time highest completion percentage in the history of pro football. No quarterback through his first 3 seasons has completed a higher percent of his passes than Dak Prescott has completed through his first 3 regular seasons. Is that good? I mean, to me, that's like sensationally good, right?
So let me ask you a question. Where is he at yards per attempt and touchdown passes?
Thank you. I'm glad you asked me that. So in yards per attempt, Dak is at 7.4, and that is ahead of Aaron Rodgers for the last 3 years, who's at 7.3, and Carson Wentz is at 7.0 yards per attempt. So you can give me Dak and dunk, okay?
Yeah.
But he's throwing it farther per attempt than Aaron Rodgers or Carson Wentz are throwing. Is that good?
That's good.
I'd say that's good.
Yeah.
So I rest my case,
Look,
Your Honor. I rest my case. I mean, it's Aaron Rodgers and the best quarterback in the NFC, quote unquote. And again, he's completed 61.1%, but he's inaccurate. He can't throw, but he's completed the most anybody's ever completed.
In the first 3 seasons.
In the first 3 seasons, but it's hard, man. He's got thrown into the fire as a rookie. Is that good? He's the Dallas Cowboy quarterback. No seat gets hotter than the Dallas Cowboy quarterback.
I'll give you that, Skip, but don't pretend like Russell Wilson did not have an all-time great first 3 years, okay? Because he went to the playoffs.
I love Russell Wilson.
He won the Super Bowl.
I respect him.
Okay.
I'm afraid of him next Saturday night.
You should be.
But I believe in my quarterback in that game on that stage more than I believe in Russell Wilson.
And he's 35-9 this year, but that's neither here nor there. Let's get back, because Jenny asked me what did Dak prove. I think he proved a lot more for the simple fact, since that overtime win against Philly, Amari Cooper's been a no-show.
I wouldn't say a no-show. He did have a drop yesterday. But,
and he's getting frustrated because he had to slant and go, and Dak overthrew him again. Okay.
They misfired twice on deep balls. I give you that.
Okay.
Wrong page.
What happens is what you'd like to see happen when the number one guy, for whatever reason, maybe they take him away, maybe you're not on the same wavelength that day. You need to see second auxiliary guys, your second, your third guy step up. Blake Jarwin.
Aha.
He stepped up.
I have a new name for Blake Jarwin. Shannon Jarwin. He's got some Shannon Sharp in him. We've got number 89.
After one game,
When in doubt, throw it to 89. He had 3 touchdowns yesterday, 3 touchdown catches. Did Jason Witten ever score 3 touchdowns again? He did not.
I did see.
You have to go back to 1973 to find a Cowboy tight end, Billy Jokes, with 3 touchdowns in a game.
As a matter of fact,
that's another 89.
He
I
wore
love Billy Jokes.
89.
He
He
did.
wore 89.
Shannon Jarwin, I love him.
Whatever, Skip.
Yeah.
He's not. Anyway, Michael Gallup stepped up,
Yep.
made plays. Alan Hearns stepped
He
up.
made one big one. Yep.
But that's what you have to see, Skip, because what we were seeing early on before they got Coop, nobody was stepping up. And they said, well, they need a number one, yada, yada, yada. And guys were saying, we're open, we're not.
Okay, they are able to step up because of the presence of number 19.
Yes.
Even if he's not connecting with
Correct.
the regularity he
Correct.
was for a while with Dak, he's still out there and you still have to double him.
But the mistake that Dak made last year is that when other guys weren't stepping up, he would force the ball to Dez. He's not forcing it now. He's spreading it around, and guys are making plays, which puts his mind at ease to let him know I do not have to force it to Amari Cooper. So
Okay.
with that, I believe they can get back, but this should not come as a surprise because this has kind of been Coop's history. He'll explode for a month, and then he somewhat disappears. That's his history. So I don't know why everybody's like, oh, my God, Amari Cooper. Look at Oakland.
Would you rather have him or not have him? I'll take him.
Well, he's one of the reasons the Cowboys are here
Correct.
now.
Okay? And guess who came back yesterday? I've been warning you about this. Little number 10 came back yesterday. Tavon Austin, he can fly. What happened on the go for broke, win or else 2-point try? What happened on that play? Do you remember? You remember what the action was on that play?
Yeah,
it was jet sweep action, fake to Tavon. You don't think Tavon's speed just froze the defense for a crucial half a second? It's number 10. Jet sweep.
Well, the action, the hard action away, put 24 automatically in the trail position.
Yep.
And so it was a great play.
But it helps to have somebody who can fly at that spot.
Yeah.
Because you have to respect his speed. And trust me, now Seattle's going to have to work on this week.
Say that worry about him.
Good.
Because he ain't no but little gadget guy. He ain't
Okay,
going
little
down the
gadget
field.
guy can hurt you bad.
No,
And he hurt a lot of teams early this year in those first 4 games. He was the guy who was getting behind people on the deep ball.
Well, what's so disappointing, I mean, watching the game, you see they picking up these third downs. Guys are playing outside leverage, and Cole Beasley's running the same route. He's running the slant route on 35, 36, and they're playing off, and they let him inside release.
Okay, but if he's single covered, he's hard to cover. If he's bracketed, not so hard to cover.
Well,
right?
Well, if you're not gonna impede the guy's progress, and you're just gonna let him come off the ball scot-free and not put hands on him, yeah, he's gonna catch that ball 10 times out of 10.
Okay, so now, as a Dallas Cowboy fan, I always say I'm an objective Dallas Cowboy fan. I'm going to give you some raw objectivity about what I've been seeing over the last 4 games. This is the reason I fear the most on Saturday night. My defense, you called earlier last week, amazing. It has not been amazing for the last 4 weeks. It's been amazingly bad the last 4 weeks. If I may just throw these numbers at you. Last 4 games, that's Philly, at Indy, Tampa, and then at the Giants. Those 4 games, they are 26th in the league in points allowed. They are 29th in yards allowed. They are 31st in third downs allowed. That's horrendously bad for a defense that held Drew Brees to 3 of 11 on third down and 10 total points.
Well, that's what happens, Skip. Sometimes you hold that offense and what they were doing, you hold them down, you start to believe that you're better, and maybe you don't pay attention to the details.
Okay.
And you see what happened. Skip, you can't let Eli get 35 on you.
He got 35. It was a shootout. Dak had to win a shootout with the Eli Manning.
And I can't name any of his receivers.
Okay.
I mean, he got guys. Benny Fowler III, who was released from Denver. Corey Latimer, who was always also.
Latterman made a sweet one-handed catch. And it was a good throw. Good throw, really good catch.
But in that situation, Skip, you can't get in the shootout with a team that's 5-10 at that point.
That team had total offense of 441 yards against my defense at full strength. I didn't see anybody resting on defense. Maybe I missed somebody, but I didn't see them. Eli Manning and company went 9 of 18 on 3rd and 4th down.
That's a lot of third down.
That won't work.
That's a lot of third down.
No, it just won't work. It won't. You can't win that way, so they're going to have to rise and re-shine on Saturday night, or Russell Wilson will throw a party on them. What'd you say he has for the year?
35-9.
35-9. Well,
Woo!
he's licking his chops then over this defense.
Why
But again,
wouldn't he?
this defense you called amazing. You said they're amazing, so maybe they got to be amazing on Saturday, and maybe they'll come back.
Because the thing that he can do, that Russell can do, Skip, the thing that he does better than most quarterbacks is get off script. A lot of guys have to play. Whatever you call, they have to do that. But that's not him. His improvisational skills are second to none in the NFL. So when the play break down, not only can he go get you 25, 30 yards with his legs, Skip, he also has the arm capacity to throw the ball over your head. And he'll run around, pirouette, and start forward, and all of a sudden you get you coming up, and the next thing you know, there's Tyler Lockett or there's Dougie Baldwin. So he'll find ways to manufacture plays. But the one thing they can do better than any other team in the NFL, they can run it. They can run it. Now, it might be by committee, but at the end of the day, it's the same thing.
Yep.
The #1 running team in all of football.
Yep. I'm smelling Diet Dew on this game.
Oh, really?
And you probably can't smell Diet Dew, but I can. I have a nose for Dew because I've won a lot of it. We're clean now. We went back to square one, right?
I'll get it back.
Yep. And here we come with some big Diet Dew on this game. I can smell it.
2019 will be good.
Yeah, I
Celebrating,
can
we're
smell
talking
it.
about
Oh, yeah, 2019, I'm going to blow up like the Hindenburg.
right.
Big thing. I see big
I
things
think
in my future.
you know what? You just said it better than I could. You're going to blow up like the Hindenburg.
see big
What happened? Do you
things.
remember what happened to the Hindenburg? It just blew completely up.
It did.
It wrecked. It fell out of
It
the
wasn't
sky.
a blimp, Skip.
Trying to
It's dirigible.
mesmerize this guy with you.
Ooh, I see big things. Jenny.
Okay.
Ooh, I see big things in my future, Skip.
I do. I can see blue, cowboy blue.
No, I can't.
Yeah, I can see
Maybe a
it.
little bit
And
in
that
there.
dude,
Blue.
I'm gonna get some of that dude back. On
Okay.
Saturday, I just want them to know NFL, like, y'all messing with my movie schedule. Because Saturday nights, I normally
That's
do
your
my
movie
thing. This is my
night.
thing.
Yeah.
Yep.
Y'all interfering.
Hey, there's no better movie in the world than the Dallas
It
Cowboys.
is.
You know what? No better script than Dallas Cowboys. I don't know how they're going to do it, but they're going to do it.
I
on
might
Saturday
watch
night.
Bird Box wide on. I heard that's pretty good.
That's too
I
scary
heard
for
it
me.
wasn't very good.
Now stop it, Skip.
I heard it wasn't. I did. Several of my friends. didn't like
45
it.
million said it was
I
good.
don't know.
He's got one movie to watch next week.
Yep.
and,
You know what? You better watch this
Cowboys
game blindfolded
Stars.
because that's what Bird Box. You know, if you look, you die, and if you look at my Cowboys, you're going to die.
And then guess what?
Yeah.
The horror flick coming.
Yeah.
Yeah, the remake.
Here
All
we
the-
go.
Let's see if they can keep the momentum going. That's why Dak wanted to get the win. They did it. Another team heading to the playoffs, Tom Brady. But is he going to quiet
Oh, my
Shannon and all the other critics
here we
in
go.
the playoffs?
No.
Yep.
What is this going to tell you about Brady?